Maaco or Mexico? What's a better option for a paint job that's not going to break the bank, but is still going to look pretty decent? That's a question that we're going to get answered here on this channel starting today. Now, if you're already subbed, you probably know what car I'm going to be taking, but if you're not, please hit that subscribe button. This is probably going to be a couple-month adventure, and we're going to show everything from the process of dropping it off, how it looks, pricing, time frames, you name it. So let's take a look at the car that we're taking to Mexico this morning. The 68 drop top is on the chopping block. We're going to ditch this pitch black, go back to the factory red. We're going to tackle the interior at the same time. That's right, the shop is also going to be doing the full interior. So this roll bar, it's going to get yanked out, no longer needed. We're going to put the back seat back in, switch the whole interior to black to match the dash pad and whatnot, door panels included, and of course tackle these holes that are in the floor. The engine bay is going to get the same treatment so that the red matches across the whole car. I had bought panels for it and I was going to do all this work. You know, the panels are like 6 to 8 months on back ordered. Didn't want it to sit, so I decided I was going to sell it. And then 2 days after making that decision, the neighbor reached out to me and said, hey, why don't you just take it across the border? They can do the metal work. They'll fab it out of flat sheet metal. They'll get it all done. It'll be within a good budget. So I started asking some questions, got with his contact, worked out the deal, and now here we are today. This thing is running great-ish, arguably-ish, but enough to where I feel like it's worth a shot at taking it across the border. Probably going to be a 45-minute drive. Will it make it? I'm not quite sure, but we're going to try it this morning. The metal work that is needed on this Dart is pretty extensive. The metal work in question, yeah, it's pretty bad. Whole quarter with some rocker work. A couple small things here and there. Let's see, some pitting in some corners of the trunk. Some dents, not a whole lot, but still some. Another quarter that is completely rotted. Just gone. And of course, inside's not super great either. You can see there's some holes in the floor. That's all going to get addressed as well. Here's the original red that came on this car from the factory, hoping to get it as close to this photo as possible. Now the cool thing about the shop down in TJ is they're not just going to do the paint and body. They're also going to do the entire interior. So I'm excited. I'm going to go ahead, top this thing out with some fluids, and we got to start rolling. I got to be there in like 45, maybe an hour. Not sure I'm going to make it in that time, so better hit the road.
All right, let's do this. Oh yeah, if you're new to the channel, my driver's side door doesn't work. That'll be one thing to fix.
All right, now I've replaced the ignition box and the resistor. Let's see if it starts reliably now. Hey! I love this car. Oh shit, off we go. I don't know what the fuel situation is over there, so I'm gonna top off now. At whopping 549. Nice. It sucks. I noticed this driver front end seems to be like collapsed almost. I think that gas shock gave way, which be frustrating. It's only 2 years old, maybe. We'll see. Might just need to be adjusted. Says I'm doing about 90. I know that ain't true. Not sure if I got a vibration coming from the front left or if it's just me. Something's shaking.
Yeah, I just realized I've got no tools. My fire extinguisher is out. At least I've got insurance. Jeez. All right, there it is, last US exit. Here we go. Come on, don't overheat on me, baby. Stay cool. God, I hate feeling like a tourist. All right. It was the stop and goes that I'm worried about this bad boy overheating. Doing all right so far. Of course, I've only been driving for 20 minutes, 15 minutes. I think that'd be enough time. Man, I gotta brush up on some of my Espanol. Oh, I got no idea where I'm going. All right, I guess I'm in Tijuana now. There. All right, Dodge, I'm following you. Oh, shit. And then I bank left. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like an idiot. I hate not being proficient in what I'm doing. I know where I'm going? Not really. Do I go on the right side? Dude, that's gotta be the line to go back. Woo! I think I'm walking. Turn left, right up here. Damn, it's a big speed bump. Oh yeah. Can't tell if no one follows the rules or if I just have no idea what the hell the rules are. It's probably the second option. Probably. Pretty sure alto means stop though. I haven't seen anybody stop at those signs yet. I think I'm here. Let's check it out.
All right, so I made it. There's some roosters crowing in the background. Fitting, perfect. Way easier crossing than I thought. I'm here like 30 minutes early, so I'm just gonna chill, hang out. Wait till my contact gets here. Not bad. Crossing south, no problemo.
Now, I'm not gonna record this guy yet or his shop. I just don't know him well enough yet. However, I will record him and give him a proper shout out when we come back to pick the car up.
Oh, I didn't mention, but it's also doing the top.
Now, after talking with the guy for about an hour and getting excited about the project, I started walking back to the border, figuring it'd take me about 20-25 minutes to get to the checkpoint.
All right, now the whole endeavor of dropping off the car was not that bad. It was pretty quick, actually, too. It took me only a few minutes to get through the security and whatnot going to Mexico, and then coming back, I just walked across because the shop's only like 5 or 6 blocks away from the border itself. I think I waited maybe 45 minutes in the pedestrian line. No big deal. So he's got the car now. He's got his hands full. What is this going to cost? Well, keep in mind, he's doing all the metal work, fixing the door. There's a lot of pieces to that Dart that needs some love. He's also going to paint it, and he's doing the full interior and the top. And he's going to add that 68 stripe on the tail panel as well. All of that, $9,000. So we'll see. Now, some folks are going to be really surprised by this news. Not because I'm taking the car down south to Mexico. Traveling to other countries is really no big deal. I've been all over the world in the Navy. As long as you drive the car, there's no import, export, none of that. So it's really simple. But they're going to be surprised because I'm supposed to be racing this car at Willow Springs here in the next few weeks. Now, not the road track Willow Springs, but the straight section where they shut it down for drag racing.
So a few of the YouTubers, Night Wrencher, Johnny Mopar, a lot of other folks, and I'll list them up at the end of this in the description. They're all going to be attending, and they're expecting me to show up in the Dart. Well, the Dart's not going to be here for that race. So if you want to find out what I'm going to be racing here in the next few weeks, make sure to watch the next video. Might surprise a few folks. Now, making this comparison equal, this is one thing I didn't bring up earlier, but I'm going to go with the same staging of paint for Maaco and Mexico. So that's 2 coats of primer, 4 coats of color, and 2 coats of clear. So I'm going to do that for Maaco as well as the 68 Dart with my contact in Mexico. That way it's a little bit more apples to apples. So stay tuned. Excited for the next video.